Hello, HUD House Hunters. It's Donnie Corn with ColoradoSpringsForeclosureDeals.com. Let's get right to it. Today we're standing out in front of 6825 Mountain Top Lane. Now this is a townhome that features 2 bedrooms, 1.5 baths, just about 1,000 square feet. We are still in the Northwest area, District 20 schools, rock rimming area, beautiful treed lots, tons of mountain views. We're going to do it again just so you can kind of see the mountain distance off in the range there. And again, this is kind of what Colorado living is all about. This is a really sweet property and an amazing price. Let's go check out the house and I'll give you the numbers here in a bit. Come along. All right, small condos. We're going to keep this short and sweet. So basically you walk in, you've got your living room space here, nice open area. This is where you're going to set your couch. Back behind me, you've got a natural wood burning fireplace. For me, I'd probably mount my plasma TV right here. Good location for that. Put the couch back there. Pretty good use of the space here and lots of it, quite honestly, for a house this size. So we continue this direction, and this is the crawl space. HUD exposes this because they inspect down here and they just want people to know it's there so they don't stand on that. But you've got your furnace and your water heater down in that location, so they're off to the side, out of the way, if you will. The kitchen's back this direction, guys, and along the way, you're going to find the half bath. And, you know, it just is a great place for your guests to not have to go upstairs to use the restroom, or just when you're downstairs, you got another bathroom on this level. Kitchen's kind of galley style. It's decent, and you can see some of the cabinet drawers are falling down. That's pretty easy to fix. The cabinets are okay. You might put some wood polish on them if you wanted to keep those. If not, you might replace those. Fridge off to the side here, and a pretty good sized pantry, and you end up going into the backyard area, which of course is maintained by the HOA. We'll see that when we wrap up this video. So let's go upstairs. We'll check out the bedrooms and bath up there and see what you think. Come on. All right, heading upstairs in the mountaintop property. Again, 2 bedrooms, 1.5 baths. So up on this level, we're going to start in the secondary bedroom, which is here. And in the secondary bedroom, what I like about this, you've got really high ceilings here. So though it's not a huge room, when you couple the high ceilings with the amazing amount of window space, taking advantage of the views, it seems like a much bigger room than it actually is. So that's a big plus. As far as the work needed, the carpet's a little dated, not horrible. They started a painting project, check this out, then decided they didn't like any of the colors, so they didn't paint anything. So some people do that. And so that's all this room is going to need. Little paint, little flooring, we'll move on. Continuing this direction, you'll find that the laundry facility is actually upstairs. They put this shelf in here so they could not have to use a stackable unit, but obviously you'd need a front load dryer here with the buttons accessible, otherwise they're going to be really tall, or just get a stackable unit and pull the shelf out. And then this is your full bath upstairs. Sorry it's a little dark, but there's no power on in here. Just a little bit of updating here, guys. I don't see any huge issues. Just a matter of maybe redoing the tile, putting some nice floors in there. That'll be good to go. A lot of equity in this property, so totally worth putting a couple bucks into it. And finally, I guess we could call this the master. It's got 2 closets as opposed to 1. It's a little bit bigger than the other room, but just like before, really high vaulted ceilings and a nice view out back of kind of the park area that's maintained by the HOA. So, you know, if you're looking for a place for the dogs to run and play, this is a great place to go out there. The kids have a place to play if you want to put them out there as well. Although this is a townhome, you do get a little bit of backyard space to enjoy. We're going to wrap up in the backyard and get going, but I really like this mountaintop property. Let's go check out the back area. We're out back at 6825 Mountaintop, and as you can see here, you've got this patio area. Now, this normally would have stopped right over here with the concrete, but it looks like they added some additional decking here, which is actually kind of nice. It elevates you up, gives you a little bit more of the view back here. Let's wrap up Mountaintop and get you going. What we have here is a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath condo in the Rock Rimmon area that right now normally should retail for about $125 to maybe $130. You keep the District 20 schools, you keep the awesome location. The highway is literally about 5 minutes that direction, if even that. So really easy access to get north and south in the Colorado Springs area. Right now, HUD has this thing slashed to $110,000. And I'm going to let you in on something that I don't say often. One of the benefits of my team is we buy a lot of HUD foreclosures. As a result, we've got a little bit more negotiating power than most to get you the best deal on this home. So we're listed at 110, but if you call, put my team to work for you, I'm willing to bet we can get this thing down to 105, if not just a little bit less. For you number crunchers, what that means is you've got a payment on this thing of roughly $600 a month with your taxes and insurance. You add a roughly $120 $100 a month HOA, and you own this rock rimming townhome for $700 a month. Investors, I want you to take note. You rent something like this in this neighborhood, comfortably a $900 to $1,000 a month rental payment on something like this. We're going to be able to buy this thing for $700 a month. Guys, you got to take advantage. This HUD program with a $100 down payment is not going to last forever. We still have a little bit of time left on that, but if you're short on cash for the down, that's one way we can get you into this place for very, very little out of pocket. We're going to wrap up with that. This is Donnie Corum from Colorado Springs ForeclosureDeals.com, still the leading resource for finding the best deal on homes in and around the Colorado Springs area. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.